Have you guys heard of this breaking story that Hunter Biden might have actually been involved in a nefarious foreign deals? This is just insane news to me, honestly. I was a huge Biden fan. I really loved their work. And get this, it even goes deeper with people like Eric Swawell and my favorite Nancy Pelosi might being involved. This is just crazy stuff. Breaking news, honestly. It's not like we knew this a long time ago. It's not like the FBI had this laptop for a very long time. A very non-political, bipartisan part of the actual U.S. government. All right, now that YouTube's gone, let's get right into the facts here. But before that, don't forget to subscribe. Smash the subscribe button, obliterate it, send it to the shadow realm if you want. Leave a like, a comment, helps out a lot. Maybe check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Admiral Addy. And now, let us get into the news from the great CNN. A place where true intellectuals go to learn about the inner workings of the United States government. Says here on Wednesday, we learned that Hunter Biden, the son of President-elect Joe Biden, is under investigation by federal prosecutors in Delaware regarding several financial questions that have arisen as a result of his business dealings in foreign countries, most notably China. Now, this is just crazy to me. Like I said, it blew my mind wide open. My views of the political realm have been changed forever. It's not like months ago I was able to look into the actual laptop that was left there in Hunter Biden's hometown, completely forgot about at just a random, I think it was a pawn shop, or no, it was a computer repair shop. But this is Russian disinformation also, don't forget that. Like, how could you be so blasted out that you forget a laptop of all things at a repair shop 90 days later? What kind of bender was this guy on where he literally forgot about a laptop for 90 days plus? I mean, leaving a few $1,000 laptop at a repair shop, it happens all the time to us, just normal people. Normal people like Hunter Biden, who's just a hard-working man, like his father, Scranton Joe, you know. He's had his tough times. He's really put in the man hours with his campaigning even, falling asleep pretty much the entire day, and actually not even going outside to campaign at all. Very strong family morals you can find there. His quote here is, "I take this matter very seriously, but I am confident that a professional, and objective, of course, review of these matters will demonstrate that I handled my affairs legally and appropriately, including with the benefit of professional tax advisors." That seems sort of me to like an admission of guilt. Why would he need to add that he has professional tax advisors? I wonder if these advisors would somehow like tell him the legal jurisdiction and different loopholes that would allow him to possibly take money from the foreign governments aforementioned and put it straight into his pocket. But that's just some Russian disinformation for you guys. Sorry, I love conspiracy theories over here. So here we have, what we know is that Hunter Biden had dealings with Chinese companies, both during and after his father served as vice president. So what do we learn from that? Both during and after. However, there is one tense that has not been mentioned here. Before. So if he gets put on these companies during and after, let's add the math up here, and not before, let's do some calculating. That would mean or imply Biden had some sort of impact on that. Speculation over here. I love to bring the craziness to the information realm for you guys. It says in 2013 he became involved with and eventually was placed on the board of directors of a Chinese investment fund management company known as BHR. He resigned from that role in October 2019 and in a letter posted to Medium by his lawyers insisted he had never received any sort of compensation for this role. Of course not. You know, he was just working there as a good Samaritan. Had nothing at all to do. I mean, just an investment fund. I wonder where those investments went. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. Probably to like some sort of daycare, just something good for society. Maybe different like food lines, different places to help the homeless. Probably stuff that would impact and help the people in need of the world. I would assume so, at least, because I know he's a good guy, just like his father, Scranton Joe. In 2017, Hunter Biden worked on securing a deal with CEFC, China Energy, to invest in U.S. energy companies. That same year, the founder of CEFC gave Hunter a 2.8-carat diamond during a business meeting in Miami. Now, something there doesn't add up. He was never given any sort of compensation for the role, but somehow he receives a 2.8-carat diamond during a business meeting. What's weird to me is that, like, an object such as that, just a random diamond out of nowhere, it wouldn't be taxed. It wouldn't be able to be traced behind, like, one person handing an object to someone else. It wouldn't be able to trace that through different tax interests, through the people investigating his taxes. You probably wouldn't find a 2.8-carat diamond listed there. And don't worry, I looked up how much it cost. My initial reaction was, Jesus! I mean, it's not the most insane amount of money, but look at these things. You'd be doing curls just picking up your hand at that point. Look at how big these things are. I think the range for actual ones was like $20,000 to $100,000. But these are just normal business dealings. I love when my business partners actually just cut me off a piece of a dime and hand it over to me. Normal stuff that happens within the business and political sphere. Hunter Biden told the New Yorker in 2019 that he hadn't kept the diamond. I knew it wasn't a good idea to take it, he told the New Yorker. I just felt like it was weird. I wonder what happened to that random diamond then. Where did it ever go? Maybe it was given to someone in need, like I said. Maybe like a homeless shelter was just given this diamond. Here you go, pay for your patronage, or pay for your patrons' food for the month. I'm sure it wasn't like sold off to a pawn shop or something or anything like that. Just sold for straight up cash that wouldn't be able to be traced back to the person that gave it to him. I'm sure that's what happened. What we also know is that in 2019, the FBI seized a laptop purportedly belonging to Hunter Biden and alleged to include business documents and other personal materials. Yes, they seized it. It's not at all like the shop owner was like, whose laptop is this? And then sent it into the FBI after he opened it up and found out whose it was. And then they did absolutely nothing with that laptop the entirety of that time. Absolutely nothing. But they're bipartisan over there at the FBI. They're not playing the political game at all. They go on to say here, Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani steered that information to media outlets in the closing days of the 2020 presidential race, insisting, again without any proof, that the laptop was evidence of Hunter Biden's shady dealings with China, among other countries. Yes, no proof at all. Just thousands of emails, these were just normal emails, you know. Hey, what are you eating for dinner today? Oh, nothing much. Hey, you want this 2.8-carat diamond? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Normal emails. Hey, 10% for the big guy. Normal stuff we all talk about. We all have the big guy in our life, you know. It's just so dumb. So dumb how this has been out for so long, but now it's okay to talk about. Now that the election results are in, right? It's okay to talk about these things. Sort of despicable of these media outlets to do this, and even more despicable, like, can you blame the people who watch this? How do these people who watch stuff like CNN not realize, so they were telling me many months ago that this was nothing. It was Russian disinformation. But now, wait, what? Hunter might have deals with the Chinese? This is crazy news to me. I thought this was all Russian disinformation. How about you add 2 and 2 together and do some mathematics there? It's simple stuff, man. But don't worry, we got more here coming. Yet now we have another story that sort of feigns something similar to what happened with Hunter Biden. There's sort of a connection here, as you could imagine, between the Chinese and Democratic representatives. So we have a congressman, Swawell, if you didn't know, and he was infiltrated by a Chinese spy and also appointed to Congress by none other than Pelosi herself. And she defends him later. Wait till you see what she says in his defense. Sort of gives her away too. It's kind of odd that no one else in the entire world or in the entire United States at least, cannot connect these dots. Because, like, you imagine when someone is speculating on stuff, that they have the big web where they have red pieces of line going to each different pinpoint and showing different people's faces and stuff. when in this case it's literally like China and then just a direct line through every single one of these people. It is the most simplistic thing of all time, yet it's crazy to imagine this is just stuff that's so odd for us all. So this is just a little bit of background information about our Representative Eric Swawell, the best and most honorable man there is. Says while this suspected operative's activities appear to have ended during the Obama administration, concerns about Beijing's influence operations have spanned President Trump's time in office and will continue to be a core focus for U.S. counterintelligence during the Biden administration. Yes, it ended during the Obama administration. They just cut it straight down because Obama knew what he was dealing with. It's not at all like he made these same deals with Biden. It's not at all like Hunter was appointed during this time as Joe Biden was the vice president. Makes no sense. The dumbest people you could possibly imagine. One of the statements here is, even though U.S. officials do not believe Fang received or passed on classified information, the case was a big deal because there were some really, really sensitive people that were caught up in the intelligence network, a senior U.S. intelligence official said. So you're telling me that Fang did not receive any classified information? That is literally the reason she was sent to the U.S., was to receive classified information. And she dated this guy, Swawell, for a few years. Yet she didn't receive any of that information. I'm sure he came home from a long day of work and did not tell her anything about what he was working on at all. Makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it. As the Democratic saying goes, it makes sense. Just don't think about it, or Joe Biden will take you out by the bike rack and beat you up. Said Fang took part in fundraising activity for Swawell's 2014 re-election campaign, according to a Bay Area political operative and a current U.S. intelligence official. Swawell's office was directly aware of these activities on its behalf, the political operative said. The same political operative who witnessed Fang fundraising on Swawell's behalf found no evidence of illegal contributions. It's almost like they could be in on it. But as I said before, just a conspiracy theory over here. These are just weird new coincidences that happen to happen. So I decided to do some research here on Representative Eric Swawell's campaign finances. And as we can see here, this is Eric Swawell. This is his page here. Let's look at the total raised versus average raised. So here's his 2012 campaign before Fang infiltrated. 800,000. Pretty low compared to the average there. And then boom. Over 2 times the amount of money in 2014 fundraised to him. I wonder why that would be. You know, Fang just leading the charge for this fundraising campaign for Representative Eric Swawell. And somehow he doubles the amount of money that he raised. She must be a damn good fundraiser. As well as the amount of contributions, 2/3 of it being from large individual contributions. Not companies, nothing like that. But just large individual contributions. What was Jeff Bezos out here just shilling out some money for this guy at the time or something? Who knows? Just speculation over here. And that finally brings us to the classic. Pelosi rallies behind Swawell amid Chinese spy firestorm. Of course she does. I mean, why would you not trust someone who looks like Emperor Palpatine in this picture trying to use his electric force to shock someone out of existence? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi gave a vote of confidence Thursday to Representative Eric Swawell after revelations of his interactions with a suspected Chinese spy set off a furor among Republicans in Congress. I wonder why that would be. He was only infiltrated by the Chinese and then appointed by Pelosi after he was even infiltrated. Just an odd coincidence, though. These things happen all the time, you know. Except they don't. Her statement here, I don't have any concern about Mr. Swawell. I wonder why. Pelosi also admonished House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy for calling for Swawell to lose his seat on the House Intelligence Committee. Do the math here. Connect the dots, please, someone. She admonishes this guy for calling for Swawell not to be on the House. Or to lose a seat on the House. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why that could possibly be her statement. I do think it is unfortunate that Mr. McCarthy is trying to make an issue of this. Yeah, this is just a small thing. These things happen. You gotta understand the Chinese will infiltrate you. They'll give information back to their leaders. They'll help you fundraise your campaign and then get you elected to Congress. These things happen. It's fine. He should keep his seat. It makes sense. Just don't think about it. The Emperor Palpatine special. That's pretty much all she does to her political opponents. But you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to deflect attention from the fact that he has a QAnon in his delegation over there. Yes, imagine. She says he's trying to deflect because he has a QAnon in his delegation over there. These people are so dumb. Nancy Pelosi has to have a negative IQ. Like, it blows my mind every time just hearing how dumb these people are. Yet it's okay. These things happen. I hate it, man. I hate it. Just look at how corrupt these people are. And they are all connected. It's literally just a network of them where it goes China, branches out to every single one of these people like the Pelosis of the world, like the Hunter Bidens. There's a direct link, a direct correlation, and people just refuse to do anything about it because they want their political candidates to win. Disgusting and disgraceful. And that'll be it for this one. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.